Hey, what's up guys, I'm back again with another video, and I hope you guys are safe during this pandemic period. I hope you guys are maintaining a social distance, and we just hope that this ends as soon as possible. Okay, so today I'm going to talk about approach, to make a ring. Normally I try doing all of my design with SmartFlow. SmartFlow is a very good command, and usually it helps a lot. So today I'm going to show you what are the different techniques of SmartFlow and how we can integrate this technique in modeling. Okay, so first of all, I have a ring rail here. So whatever is your ring rail, just make a ring rail. And the second thing I would do is outside ring rail. Okay, so these are my main steps. Like, I start with the ring rail. I don't have any design in specific now, but let's assume like you're doing a ring, and I'm just showing you one of the technique, like how you can use this technique in most of your design. Okay, so let's start with this. Then you set your base thickness, the side as usual. You can keep like 1.9, 7 or 8, whatever. And here for now let's just do this a bit higher. Okay, alright, so imagine you have a emerald stone or any other stone, and okay, I would go with this one actually. Yeah, let's take this stone over here. Okay, and one more smaller. Okay, I'll do a quick bezel on them. And I'll keep it straight for the moment. Alright, so let's just move this and fix this as well. And by the way, if you have any question, you can answer me. You can even send me an email on acharya.cadcam@gmail.com. Oh, sorry, it's acharya.cadcam@gmail.com, and I'll be answering your questions. Or you can even comment down below if you have any questions. But generally, if you send me a proper email with all your doubts, it's much easier to answer them. Alright, so I'm just trying to do a quick top design. I don't have any top design, so I'm just going with just something, to have it on top. Okay, we are not going in much details right now, but yeah, this should be good. Okay, just rotate this. I will bring this out a bit, something like this. Yeah, okay, we almost got a good shank shape, and the only thing I feel over here is to bring it a bit more down. Okay, and for that I'll put my stone back in here and drag it here. Okay, actually I was looking for an edit option, but yeah, there you go, there, this was an edit option. Okay, so fine, this fine, we can delete this, and I'll go a bit, yeah, this looks much better. Yep. Alright, so the idea was to have a top design. Now this could be any of your design, like a halo design or a 3 stone or a bronze setting. Just do that flat and place it on top, and you have your top part design done. Now the main thing is a shank. Most of them, they have difficulty doing a shank. So this is what I do. Once I have my shank shape ready, okay, now for instance over here we have this shape here, and what I'm trying to do now is split them, okay, because this is where I want my design. Okay, this is where I want to do a pave, or I want to do a design on site. So this is where I have to play with. Okay, so what I'll do here is I'm going to trim this part, okay, from the end, the exact end. I'll just move this over here and trim this top part and split this in half. Okay, so I need only the right side. I don't want to work completely on the ring, so I'm going to mirror that later on. So I'll just trim this on the left, and I only left with this small portion, okay, this small curve over here. So I'll do a rebuild. Okay, apparently I have this on, so I'm going to switch this off. That's a T-spline over there. So I'm going to rebuild this curve, and I prefer rebuilding them more often, you know. And this is what I've been talking a lot of time in my videos. Okay, the cleaner the curve, the cleaner your surface is, and the cleaner your extrusions are and sweep ones. So make a habit and try to keep them low as possible. The points, keep them low always. Okay. Okay, so this these are some few adjustment on your shape. If you need to, do it. If you don't want it, leave it. Alright, so here's my surface, extrude it, and there you go. Alright, so imagine I need to make a taper shank. Okay, a shank without any diamond. I can even do this with a normal sweep one. Okay, so that's very basic. Okay, now once we have a surface over here, we can think of doing some more design. So what I do, I make a surface here, and then I go here to Smart Flow, Auto Base, and leave it there. Okay, now having this surface here, what I can do is I can hide it because it's still gonna do its job, so that's fine. If you don't see the surface, do not worry. Okay, and start to draw your design, okay, or your shape, whatever you want to draw here. So I'm just doing a random shape here. I don't have anything in my mind, but as you can see, once you do this, you get an update over here. So that's the main idea, that's the main technique. Okay, it's so much easier with this one. I mean, you can do most of your rings using this technique. Okay, get some points here and edit them. Okay, and now this is one of my technique as well. Like, imagine if I need to have this exactly flat over here, this is what I would do. worry about it. So for now I'm not worried if I don't see any result on top. We can because we can always project that, right? Okay, so now I would need my surface back. I will try to do a project a smart flow. Okay, so that's the base, and that's the flowing one. Yep. Okay, the smart flow is not working. Let's try with the flow command. Flow the surface. Where is it? Flow along surface. Yeah, flow along surface. The base and this surface. Yep, there you go. Finally we have it over here. And as you can see, we are short of surface over here. I mean, the height is not much. Okay, so how we can fix this? And also at the same time, you can see the orientation is not right, but basically we are just trying to figure out like how well we can do this as a shank. Okay, so once we know what's going on over here, we can always change it from the base itself. So I'm going to explode this, get some points over here, and now I'm trying to do a shear command. Okay, and for this we need to keep our project on. Okay, yep, there you go. You can see the results, it's updating. That's the good thing over here. And now I'm going to try a scale over here. Okay, so you can see there's a change and a shape, and we needed something like this over here. So we can maybe try to just manipulate these points over here. I would go like 2 sections of points from here. You can even try with one and see how it goes. And okay, I guess I need 1. There you go. You can see the result over here, right? That's what we want. So this is one of the trick, like, you know, I just thought of making this as a shank, but we have obviously so many different shank shape. We can do that. Now the one thing as you can see over here, like this surface is actually squeezed now. Okay, we don't need that one. We need the same thickness going around. So what could we do here? Okay, now this is what I would do if I have a situation like this, and the smart flow is not really helping. Actually, I would say that the shank is still good. It's just that we don't have any design right now to, you know, to actually understand what kind of shank we want. This is what I would do. I'll stick with this same shank. I'm gonna get rid of these points, and I'm gonna join them. Okay, and these surfaces, I'll join them back, or you can just delete them, you know, for now, because I'm just going to show you how you can do some different kinds of shanks. So alright, so let's take a section out of this surface over here, and we still have our curve here, and we still have our sections down. Okay, and I believe that's what we want, and we can still do a sweep one. Okay, okay, this is only if you have such a situation where your shank has to be, you know, actually not perpendicular but in an angle. Okay, and then you take care of your thickness. Okay, I assume it was supposed to be 0.9 or something. Okay, so just keep that one, delete this one, and scale it back to 0.9. Okay, I'm going to trim this out, and I will join this, and as I said, try to keep them minimum points, so they are good actually with the points. So join them, and yep, this is what I'm going to try here. Alright, I think I'm not gonna get a good result, but let's see how it works. So it goes here, and then it goes here, and then comes back over here. Okay, this is okay. Now how does this point work? Some of them, they have a confusion. The only thing you need to take care is about the flow of your curve. Now imagine your right hand and the thumb is facing to the left. Okay, now place this right hand over the section at the bottom, okay, and move your hand along with the curve. Okay, and once you reach on the second section, you would know where exactly you need to move your arrow. Okay, so this is what I do, much easier. Imagine this curve, this arrow as your thumb, and move your hand to the next section along with the curve, and you will have your answers. Okay, enter. Okay, as I was assuming, like, this would be a problem, and this actually is a problem here. We would need some more sections, but for now I'm just going through with the idea of how you can do how you can use this technique. Okay, all right. Okay, now the ideal way would be, you know, to add some more profile here, but seriously speaking, we don't have any such shank, you know, to go with this thing, with this shape, I mean. Okay, so let's just, we can continue this, like we can add some more profile, and then we can just do a sweep one, or we can think of doing something else over here. For example, we can change this to a dome shank. Let's say dome shank, and then we give a extrude command. Okay, so let's try that. I'll add a section over here. Okay, supposed to use this arc, place it at the end, this at the other end, and okay, don't need the project anymore. Okay, the planner is missing, I believe. There's a planner here. Yep, there you go. Okay, split this, and we do sweep to command. And there you go, we have an update on our job. Now you can do a extrude down, straight extrude, single side, and then I'm going to use the shear command in case if I need to. For example, yes, I do need it over here, so yep, get the points on this shank, and this time I can do an actual scale to get it right. Alright, yep, I can see what you can see as well. This is not going straight, so we need to know why exactly we have the situation here. But okay, let's get this first down a bit more, and then what we can do is we can just rebuild the surface. Alright, okay, well, to get it straight I would just rebuild this and change this into 2 and this in 8, or yeah, 8 should be fine. For 8 we needed 3, and for 2 we need 1 over here. That's it, we are good here. But normally I would keep this 12, or else I'm gonna have some issue with matching those edges here, so I just want to take some precaution when I do this. And yep, that's it. I mean, that's one of the idea, like, you know, to get such a shape done. You can even play with this thing over here, like for example this 3 points, move it inside a bit, yeah, because it's way too out and it's not looking good with that shape. So bring it inside, and because you have this in 2 parts, let's delete and join this together. Okay, now this is a thing we need to focus. Now when you join this, make sure it's joined into 1. If it's not, then we're gonna have some serious problem. For example, now we have it as 2 polysurface. So let's try operation number 1, which is to join the edges. Polysurface and the surface, yes, and then the same thing goes over here, polysurface and this edge over here, yes. Okay, perfect. Then over here I'm gonna just do a loft between these 2 surfaces, and here I'm gonna do a sweep tool, so edge, 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 and this edge over here. Okay, now the only reason I'm closing this is that I can have a 1 closed polysurface and I can chop this off with my ring ID. Okay, so that's the idea over here. And let's just mirror this on the other side along with this one. So I don't know, I just tried to make a shank, which obviously it's an imaginary shank because we are just talking about some techniques over here, and this is one of the technique I believe. I hope you guys like it. Do let me know in comment how is my imaginary shank. I mean, I personally, I would say that I will reduce the thickness here, reduce it a bit because it's too broad over here and it's too narrow over here. Because I was thinking of doing something like a plain like a plain shank, like border, okay, but I end up doing something like this. Okay, maybe we can even try with this existing surface. Now for example, if I need to do something more on this, I would just extract this two surface with the, okay, we don't need a copy, we might just save it or hide it, okay, and then I would just do a offset on this surface actually. So surface offset, solid option, and I'll go like 1.2. okay, yep, there you go. This is what I was thinking of, and this is way better than the one I made previously. In case you need to make it dome, you can always do that, you know, extract this and okay, let's do that. Let me show you. Okay, now when you have a situation like this where, you know, these are into each other almost, this is what you do. Either you can just ignore it, or you can just, you know, fix it, or I mean fix it in Magic, or you can fix it right now over here. So extract the surface and extract all of them, and then this is a small trick. Okay, I would like to invert lock everything else because it's disturbing, and unlock this one over here and get the points. Okay, so some of you you know, who's also working on Matrix may find it a bit lengthy, or you might have some easier way to fix this. So if you guys have any feedback, or if you guys want to, you know, rectify or advise me on the right way or the easiest way, please do let me know. Be happy to hear. Okay, so what I did over here is I just did a quick scale 1D with the same technique which I explained like 2 minutes before, and that's it. Now imagine if you need to make a dome on this surface. So this is what you have to do. You have to rebuild this. Now we already have with 2 points, so here's a small tip. I'm going to use rebuild UV this time, not an actual rebuild. So when I do a rebuild, I'm going to go with V over here, and the points has to be 4. That's it, nothing changes. And oopsie, when you do a rebuild UV, my bad. Oh, why do I have 2 surface here? Okay, so this was the one actually which is with the 4 points. Okay, so yeah, the reason is maybe I didn't delete when I did a rebuild UV. So let's just undo, let's just try to do a rebuild again, rebuild UV, and this time I'm going to use this option, delete input. Yes, okay, I'm sure you guys are going to love this tip. So once you have this 4 points, select these 2 points and click on SELV. Okay, or we need to select this 2 complete row. So I'm going to try again with SELU. Okay, so SELU, enter. Okay, that's what I want exactly. And now I'm going to type move UVN. Okay, and here I'm going to go like boom on the end, I believe. Yep, there you go. One more time, and that's it. We have a dome shape over here. So that's my way of having such a shank. And what I would do is I would just join this and if you want, you can actually trim it in half if you need to have an exact half portion, you know. I do this more often, like I trim the part which I don't want it, because I have otherwise I have a problem fixing them in Magix. So join this together and then mirror this and join them. It says one open surface. Okay, where do we have a problem here? Where is the problem? Okay, the problem is over here. Okay, when I did the move UVN, I actually didn't do a scale 1D, which I normally do. So okay, let's do everything, let's keep everything the same, but over here let's just extract this surface again, get the points and fix it with the same technique I use it, which is scale 1D F4. That's my center, and press enter because I already have like 0.3000. So right click and make sure the ortho is on and enter, press enter, join it, and now we're not gonna have this issue. Okay, so let's join this. You can even try with the cutter, you know, where this option is quad flip and join. You know, this is much easier, but honestly I don't like using it. Alright, so again we have a situation which is 16 naked edges. Alright, so this is coming from the base surface, but that's fine. I guess we can get rid of it with the no, actually no, but that's fine. We can just try to join it back. But wait a minute, yeah, okay, we have this problem here. Okay, so what I'm going to do, extract this again and do a loft. You have to be so careful with these things, like over and over again you have these issues. Okay, I think I just need to trim it. Yep, I'll go with the trim command over here. And I hope this solves the apply, join. Yep, there you go, join into one closed surface. Well, actually it helped to be quick. Okay, cutter, and that's it. Okay, we are still short here with the surface, but never mind, the idea is explained here with this shank. And yeah, that's it. This is one of the shank, you know, we can have it yeah, to get this point. Or if you guys have some easier way, you know, to explain, I mean to show me for such a shank, do let me know. Let's see if I can demonstrate with a much easier way. I think I was a bit lost in the middle because my imaginary shank was completely a disaster. Alright guys, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any question, please do let me know. You can write it down and check out the description. I have my Facebook group here where you can join and you can ask question. And yeah, if you have some personal question, if you need to know something about Rhino or Matrix, you can write me an email. And you can also book me for an online session, you know, if you like my work. Yeah, that's it for tonight, and I hope this coronavirus end as soon as possible. Have a nice day. Bye bye.